Hello everybody, welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and I'm here today to channel the current twin flame energies that many of you are likely feeling. I was deep in some grief energy this morning, and I've been channeling a lot of the feelings and sensitivity washing over the collective, especially when it comes to the divine masculine. So I wanted to share with you all where I feel many of the masculine collective are at. I pulled some cards for reference for you to kind of see where the collective is at. And so when it comes to the spirit animal deck, I did pull the owl card, the eagle energy, along with the lamb, and on the bottom of the deck we did have the snake, which is representative of some very powerful, untapped Kundalini energy. And so I feel there's been a recent awakening in the Divine Masculine Collective when it comes to their magic and their creative potential. And so I feel there's a lot of things being activated when it comes to the masculine's Kundalini energy, that coiled snake energy at the base of the spine. And I feel there's been a recent release when it comes to some baggage on the heart center. And I also feel a lot of clairvoyancy gifts have been restored recently within the third eye chakra. And so I feel a lot of the masculines are tapping into their gifts at this point in time. They've been seeing things, and I feel they know exactly what it is they are, being asked to do at this point in time when it comes to their service-based mission and dharma, when it comes to the twins manifesting and bringing abundance into the world. And so I feel a lot of quarrels around the masculine when it comes to this scarcity mindset within the karmic contract. And I feel the eagle energy is representing the power of truth. And I feel this truth-seeking energy when it comes to the light that's been emanating the collective from the sun, which is in Cancer. So Cancer season is a very heavy energy for many of us. So you might want to have a look at where Cancer falls in your natal chart along your housing side. For me, it's in my 5th house of creativity. It's linked to children, family, mothering energy. And so there's like this karmic fire energy is what I feel when it comes to activating a lot of blockages being burned away within the chakra pathway. I feel a lot of karma is kind of pushing us to step into our brightest and highest selves at this point in time. And I feel the masculine is asked to let nothing stop him from stepping into radiating his light. And I feel there's fear when it comes to stepping into the unknown with the divine feminine, and there is challenges stemming around some control-based issues at this time. And so I also feel the owl is a very spiritual energy. My grandmother was deeply connected to owls, and tomorrow on 7/11 will be the 6-year anniversary of my grandmother's passing. And so owls hold a very deep meaning for me. And I also feel many of the masculines are looking at their divine feminine as this lighthouse, knowing that the time is now to kind of like step towards the light, to heal the heart, and to come forward for that forgiveness in order for that renewal when it does come to all of these past regrets and how the masculine has been hiding the truth of holding on to the feminine still. So a lot of these masculines have been holding on in silence, wearing a false mask, pretending to be somebody that they're not. And I feel around the next holiday or special occasion, which is very interesting, my divine counterpart's birthday will be on July the 13th. And we're coming on our 3-year anniversary of separation. It's been about 4 years since I met my divine counterpart. And I find it so very interesting that his birthday is going to fall on the Capricorn full moon. And so when I was in a huge wave of grief earlier this morning, I was kind of taken to the energies of where the divine masculine is at. And so I feel there's been recent friction or conflict, which has kind of activated this deep emoting sensation surrounding the divine masculine. And the law of the universe says that growth cannot exist without that friction. And so I feel this fundamental energy is producing this life force activation, and the masculine is learning to kind of retreat. I feel a major realization recently when it comes to the masculine wasting his resources, fighting against all of these overwhelming odds within the karmic contract. And I feel this retreat energy, recognizing that it's a phase, just a perceived failure, not a true failure. And this retreat in order to restore a sense of emotional stability. So I feel this inferiority complex has been washing over the masculine, and he's going into that, perceiving that as this personal weakness, which has created all of this emotional instability and all of these times of conflict in and around the masculine energy. And I feel this karmic striking energy. And so I feel all of this extra sensitivity is turning into all kinds of blunders, all kinds of conflicts when it comes to the false allegiance. And so I feel the masculine's in a very weak position at this point in time when it comes to the false contract and the destruction of all of these old forms to prepare for this higher union. And so this very mundane contract that he's been in has really lacked all of these depths of feelings. And I feel the masculine's recently gone through a very painful heart expansion in order to enrich the union and intimacy between the counterparts. And so I do feel this rejection of the false allegiances that the masculine was very submissive in, only to establish a little bit of order in his life, which has turned into this very controlling situation. And I feel this rejection of intimacy. And so it's like this arbitration energy coming through, this very analytical energy when it comes to this emotional control. And so I feel this judgment energy, and in order for the masculine to learn what it means to hold that faith and to establish this harmony. And so there's like this energy of no more avoiding direct conflict. I feel the masculine is facing some very hefty karmic judgment that he's needing to accept due to the lack of insensitivity in the past when it comes to the concerns of others, which has created all of this drastic conflicting energy. And so this peacemaker energy is coming in, restoring discipline, order, and integrity. And all of these cosmic forces are kind of unilaterally creating all of this conflict in order to permit the masculine to surrender. And so I feel the masculine is coming into this highest form of understanding and of reason of just how sacred this connection is, and the life force energy is that the twins share. And all of this emotional power surfacing is put on the masculine's path in order to end the conflict, to temper all of these energies, and to face those unacceptable views. I feel a lot of the masculines treated the divine feminine very unacceptably, and they used their power to control and to create conflict. And I feel coming out of that conditioning and going into the realm of duality, of Jupiter expansion, and this bonding energy, this mating energy with the divine feminine is washing over the masculine, is what I journaled about. And so all of these barriers to this intimate connection are kind of breaking down. And I feel a lot of the masculines are experiencing an emotional breakdown, an emotional crisis when it comes to closing out these cycles. I feel a lot of past life timelines coming up when it comes to the Garden of Eden. And all of this resistance, I feel, has created this very distorted opposition in the masculine's life when it comes to this resistance to change. And whenever we do resist change, that will always bring forward a crisis of some sort in order to shift out of these negative feelings and to end this cycle. And so I feel action without awareness always leads to emotional crisis in the end. And so I feel The masculine is needing to reach out for that support and that assistance from the divine feminine that he has so callously declined. And it is this energy of preparation, anticipation, accumulation, a lot of secrets coming forward when it comes to realization and knowledge, and how covertly the masculine has been when it comes to his esoteric history. And so I feel the masculine was certainly unprepared for the crisis and change kind of falling in his lap at this time. And so I think a very high price is being paid for the masculine being that double agent, so to speak. And it is this very powerful transition taking place as the masculine goes deep underground to face all of this self-betrayal. And there's like a lot of nervousness in this crisis as all of this justice is kind of being served collectively. And so I feel a lot of the masculines are deep in some profound sorrow and cynicism at this time, as their ego is diminishing and they're coming into this deep awareness that this darkness is this self-annihilating energy, and the need to correct these past mistakes. And so those whom the gods wish to destroy, they first make mad. And so the correctness of crisis, when it arises, is always out of these pure feelings. And so eventually the darkness always destroys us. And so the masculine has lacked the faith to go through this transformation, which has in turn created a very powerful crisis of manifestation in order for him to refocus his direction, is kind of what I'm feeling, in order to get to a place of peace. And so a lot of reflection has been going on over the weekend, a lot of deep reflection, a lot of attunement, in order for the masculine to restore his vigor. And so a lot of appreciation I feel for the feminine as this acknowledgement kind of comes forward as just how powerful a teacher the divine feminine has been for the masculine. And so I feel finding his ability to express to the feminine just how much he values her guru wisdom. A lot of the feminines, I feel, are really preparing to step into that sage position, are able to teach in a state of harmony. I feel a lot of the feminines are being exalted, and I feel coming out of that alienation. So I just feel a huge weekend of inner balance and acceptance of this transition, of all of this innate awareness, and embracing this adaptability when it comes to these negative manifestations at the expense, of others. A lot of these masculines wanted to create war instead of peace. And so this deep searching when it comes to accepting this ego death energy, which is, I feel, very painful at this time, as all of these belief systems are kind of breaking down simultaneously. It's like this stimulating mirror of reflections surrounding the masculine when it comes to everything he's being asked to reflect upon, to solve when it comes to all of these dilemmas that has led to immense frustration, I feel, crisis and confusion. And so all of these past moments are coming forward for the sake of all of this pressure. And I feel it is the right timing for many of the masculines to release, to step into proper spiritual awareness. So it is like this energy of being at a standstill is kind of what I'm feeling, as they're withdrawing from the false communal support, relishing in the beauty and harmony that is possible if they can reach beyond the temptation of the karmic contract. And so a lot of extreme emotions, a lot of absurd emotions as the masculine goes through this purification process and this rigorous withdrawal from all of those negative influences in order to maintain a state of purity through discipline, through self-discipline and social caution. And so I feel the masculine is very bored, lacking stimulation, and I feel this deep desire to express what he's restrained, bringing forward for the feminine. And so the restraint of the lies, the abandoning of the feminine, And the lessons being learned as this phase closes out are very painful. And so we do need to remember light is always the conscious of darkness. And so we all have the ability to create our social experience. And I feel the most painful of lessons is being learned for the masculine collective at this time, as they're deep within this metamorphosis process, learning how to apply their energy towards creating change and trying to emerge from this standstill energy is what I'm feeling. And so what I felt after my emotional purge this morning was this huge creative transcendence, this connectedness with the harmonic heavenly energies. And so I feel we have to be open to channel these energies, because we are here to lead the collective successfully to a new way of being. And so with the retrograde, with Capricorn in Pluto in retrograde, and we have Saturn in retrograde, and now we have Neptune in retrograde, all of these retrograde energies are pushing this metamorphosis for us to evolve to this perfected adaptation of who we are always meant to be, and to release all of these social limitations. And so I feel a lot of duality, a lot of energy activating the solar plexus and the throat chakra center, because, you know, we all need that standing still energy, or that void that I channeled the other day, in this state of contemplation, so we can harness our unique perceptions, our unique feelings, and prepare to express our truth in the most authentic, creative way. And so you might want to just turn on the music and allow the energies to flow through you, to bring forward the messages, to ground the energies in nature, because we are maturing beyond all of these limitations. And it's like a very strange sequence of consequences kind of playing out. And so I feel a lot of the feminines are feeling this energy too, this need to withdraw. It's like just this energy of, I'm just not in the mood. I'm not in the mood today. So not today. And so I kind of feel breaking free from the cultural norms, and preparing to, you know, be by each other in the world, and openly expressing ourselves. And so there's a lot of energy coming forward asking us to fix what's broken within these soulmate connections, and to embrace all of these changes. And so we are being asked to fix what's broken within these soulmate connections, and to embrace this change. And I feel the masculine is thinking about sending that message. Not sure exactly how to bring that forward, and withholding, I feel, due to some financial struggles at this time. So there's still this energy of the masculine secretly wanting to come forward and spend time with you, Divine Feminine. So I feel right now you're just needing to read between the lines, to go within, and to feel the messages that are coming through as we prepare for this renewal, and the big energies for the week ahead. And so I just wanted to channel what came through for me today. I will be back tomorrow with the whole forecast for the twins for the week ahead. I hope this helped, guys. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a twin soul reading with me, I do encourage you to check out that description box below, guys. And I look forward to seeing you all again tomorrow. Thank you.